Hey everybody, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in to another video of One Tool a Week, guy. If you're new to the channel, we take a look at tools every week. So if you love tools, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. What is it that we're going to be taking a look at this week? Well, let's see here. A lot of people end up buying Knipex Cobras. So this week we're going to be taking a look at the different Knipex Cobras. That way you know which one to purchase or which one to go with. So with that being said, guys, let's look at the first one on the lineup. The first one's going to be the extra small Cobras. So this is going to be model number 87100. Now this one's going to be 4 inches long in total, and the actual jaw is going to open about 3/4, which is going to be right here. Of course it opens up, but I'm taking it to this point right here. You are going to have adjustments. The only thing that you're going to notice on these Cobras is that there is no push button to adjust them. Now this one's going to set you back at $30.88. So in case you don't want that one and you're looking a little bit bigger, then you might want to consider taking a look at these babies right here. Now right here you're going to start seeing the difference. You're going to start seeing these, and this is going to be the model number 125, or of course this one on the right side is going to be steel, and this one's going to be chrome vanadium. So of course this one's going to be a vanadium also, but it's just not going to be chrome plated, which of course if you're looking at chrome plated, they're going to last you longer because they're not going to rust or get as corrosive as the regular steel would. So just keep those things in mind. Now the regular ones is going to set you back at $32.55, and the actual length on the two of them are going to be 5 inches long, and the jaw is going to open about 1 inch long. So you're going to be able to add any nuts, bolts, screws, or whatever you're grabbing up to 1 inch. And again, it opens up, and you're going to see the famous Cobra push button to adjust it and set it at whatever adjustment you're looking at. So just keep that in mind. So that way you can see a little size comparison. There is going to be the extra small and of course the 125. Now the next one in the lineup is going to be, since we already have a black steel, I'm going to go ahead and leave the chrome right here. That we can compare it. Now let's slide that to the top. The next one that we're going to be looking at is going to be the next size. The next size is going to be these puppies right here. This is going to be the Knipex 8701150, which is going to be the basic model. These are going to set you back at $34.21, and it's going to be a total length of 6 inches. The jaw is going to open up to 1 inch, so that way you know the size that it's going to open. And let's go ahead and bring the other 3 down here. That way you can get a nice little size comparison in case you're looking to purchase one or the other. So that way you know what's going to dominate here is going to be the jaw opening, and of course it's going to be the amount of leverage that you're going to have for whatever you're taking out, pulling, or tightening up. So just keep that in mind. So the next size that we're going to come up, 180. So here we go, guys. This is going, let me slide these to the top. The 180, I have them in chrome and black steel, and these alone for the regular ones are going to set you back at $34.15. Of course the chrome's going to be a little bit more expensive, so just keep that in mind. So after that, guys, this one's going to be 7 1/4 of an inch long, and it's going to be 1.5 inch jaw opening. So if you open that up, you're going to see that 1.5 inch jaw opening. So of course we have another chrome, so let's go ahead and slide this one down, and let's slide these 3 right here, or 4, that way you could see. And I have to zoom out because you're starting to see the size comparison taking effect. So just keep that in mind. So the next one, let's slide them back up. The next one that we're going to be looking at is probably going to be my favorite and my go-to all the time, and that is going to be the 250 model. Now these in total is going to be a 9.5 inch long, but it's going to be a 10 inch plier. Let's go ahead and zoom in, that way you can see it. And this is the original, or just the plain Jane Cobras. Now this one alone is going to set you back at $37.97. You're going to have the push button adjustment. The jaw is going to be able to open about 2 1/4 of an inch wide, and of course, like I said, you keep on opening it, you're going to be able to do more, but I'm just stopping it right here. Once you adjust it to that, you're going to have multiple features that you have, of course, for the other models, but just take into consideration. Another thing that you could go ahead and add is going to be the slim the extra slim jaws, which you're gonna see the jawline is gonna be smoother, and that way you can get into areas more narrower. It's still gonna open up just about the same, but this one is gonna be the 87-51250, and this one's gonna set you back about $35.99. So here's another comparison of these, and then let me go ahead and pull this out just a bit. And then another model that you could also get is going to be adding the comfort grip. So of course this is going to be the comfort grip, which is going to be their famous blue and red colors, and it's just going to add more comfort to you to grab onto. I do like this better because they're easier to clean. A downfall about it is that it does add a little bit of thickness to it, so certain areas you're not able to reach. Another feature that you could also add, you're going to notice that there's a red accent. Let me see if I could catch it around the pliers. This is going to be the Quickset. So the Quickset, you're going to see the teeth up in here. Let me see if we could get that. You can see the teeth there at an angle where the regular ones are not going to be at an angle. Now the purpose for this is that you go ahead and you press it, and then after that you could slide it forward and it's going to catch, and you just pull it. So you're able to adjust it without pressing the button, and then it's just going to catch. So that's one of those features that it's going to come in handy, and it's the quick settings, which these you're going to have to adjust them manually, and it's going to stay in locked place. So just keep that in mind. So here you go. Here's some versions of that. Now the Quickset with the comfort grip on this is going to be the model 87-22-250, and this one's going to set you back about $42.68. So let's move this one over. Now if you're looking for the next, you could also get them in comfort grip, and you're gonna get them in chrome, or you could get them in chrome. So just keep that in mind. The chrome by itself with the comfort grip is gonna set you back at $42.81. So let's go ahead and slide that over here. Another option that you're able to get is going to be the self-adjusting. So this one's going to be the self-adjusting, and it's going to be model 8501-250 auto-adjusting, and you're going to see that you can see a button right here. You go ahead and you click it, and it's going to open up by itself, and once it opens up, you just put wherever you're going to grab, and it's going to adjust by itself instead of having to press any button on the Cobra. So just keep that in mind. This model is going to set you back at $46 even on Amazon of time of video, so it might change. Now, if that's not for you, then maybe you could get them, and any Sparkies out there, you could get them in VDE, which is going to be electric proof up to 1,000 volts, which is very nice. And also you could get it in tethered. So tethered, if you're a lineman, you're working up in the air, confined space, anything like that, you're going to be able to latch on there. That way your pliers don't fall down or go down and you have to go back down and pick it up. Now this model is going to be 87-26250, and it's going to set you back at $71.58. So very pricey. So let's go ahead and move that. Those are going to be a couple, but let's bring this one back down, and that way you can compare the 10-inch pliers right here. So we're starting to build our little pyramid and working our way up. Now the 250 is my comfort zone. I would say the 250 and maybe the 180s are probably my most used pliers that I end up using, because they're just enough, and then this fits just right in tight little spots. So just keep that in mind for me. Now there you go, up to the 250. Now let's slide this up here. And the next size for all of you, it's probably going to be, this is another common, but not for me. This is going to be the 300, which is 8701-300. All the other models that you saw to the right probably apply to the 300. You'll have to look for it. But this one by itself is going to set you back at $37.48. It is going to be a 12-inch long pliers, and this one is going to open up to 2.5 inches wide. So very nice to have, and that way you could adjust it. And let's go ahead and close that up. Now let's go ahead and bring the other ones down, and that way you can see the adjustments as we're going along. We're making some progress, guys. All right, we're almost done. So here you go. Now let's slide this back up to the top. And the next one that we're probably going to be taking a look at, let me move these since they're in the way. The next one that we're going to be looking at is going to be this puppy right here. Now we're getting into the big boys. All right, so this one is going to be the 8701-400, and this one's going to be a length of 14. I'm sorry about that. It's going to be the length of 16.25 inches long, and this one's gonna have a jaw opening of 3.25 inches wide. So it's gonna open up to 3.25 inches, and of course, guys, it opens up even further. So that way, you just keep that in mind. So you're gonna still have the adjustment pliers, and then like the next thing is going to be, it's gonna set you back about $68.18. So just keep that in mind. Let's pull this right here out. Just stacking up, so we're making our way up. So there you go. There's the set right now. Now let's go ahead and move this set over here and bring the last but not least, the largest of the bunch. Now the largest of the bunch is going to be this baby, which is the 560. So here you go. This is going to be the 560. Now the 560 is going to be 22 inches long, and it's going to be 4.5-inch jaw opening. So you're going to go ahead and open this up, and it's going to open up to 4.5 inches. Now let's do some little size comparison. You can see the little baby's going to fit in there. The 125 barely fits in there. So you could get more of a better size comparison. Now this one's gonna set you back at about $122.61. I will not lie, I probably will not use this one. In that case, I'll probably go for a pipe wrench, but for all of you that love using pliers and adjusting, there you go. So let's go ahead and put this one right here. Let me see if I could get it better. There we go. We're gonna set this down at the bottom. Then after that, we're gonna have the next size. And there you go. That's going to be the full lineup, in case you're wondering, and that way you could pick whatever size you're going to see. You can see my arm all the way. It's going to be the almost the entire length on that. So yes, so just keep that in mind. As always, guys, let me know in the comments below what y'all think. Thank you all for the support, and thanks for watching. One tool a week, guys.